If you know these 20 words, then your English is amazing. It's way above average. Think of today's lesson as a bit of a test. We are going to go over 20 advanced words in the English language that are also commonly used by native English speakers. Once you watch to the end of this video, comment down below how many of these 20 words you were already familiar with. If you were familiar with all 20, that's great. If you weren't, that's also great because you're going to learn new vocabulary words that are actually used on a daily basis by native speakers.
The first word is cognizant. If you're cognizant of something, it simply means that you have knowledge or you're aware of something. For example, I'm cognizant that English is not the first language of most of the people who are watching this video. Other words that are synonymous with cognizant could be aware, conscious, or informed. The second word is epitome. The epitome refers to a person or thing that is a perfect example of a particular quality or type. For example, you're the epitome of a good English student for watching this lesson. Words that are synonymous with epitome could be embodiment, quintessence, and paragon. The next word is exacerbate. To exacerbate something is to make a problem, situation, or feeling much worse. For example, if you're having a bad day, don't exacerbate the situation. Words that are synonymous with exacerbate could be aggravate, worsen, or intensify. The next word is exorbitant. If something is exorbitant, it means that it's unreasonably high or excessive. This often refers to the price or cost of something. For example, some language schools charge an exorbitant fee to teach English. Words that are synonymous with exorbitant would be excessive, outrageous, and inflated. The next word is eviscerate. To eviscerate something is to remove the essential part of something. This is often used theoretically or metaphorically. For example, the Film Critics Review eviscerated the director's latest movie. Other words that are synonymous with eviscerate could be gut, deprive, or disembowel. The next word is ostentatious. This is characterized by vulgar or pretentious displays, usually used to attract attention. For example, when I wear my chain out, it can look a bit ostentatious. Words synonymous with ostentatious would be showy, pretentious, and flamboyant. The next word is quintessential. Similar to the word epitome, quintessential represents the most perfect or typical example of a quality or class. For example, you're the quintessential example of someone who wants to improve their English. Other words that are synonymous with quintessential would be ideal and perfect. The next word is benevolent. Benevolence typically refers to someone who is generous or has good intentions. For example, it would be benevolent to donate to charity. Synonymous words with benevolence would be kind, generous, or charitable. The next word is altruistic. If you're altruistic, it means that you're showing a selfless concern for the well-being of others. For example, her altruistic actions helped many people in the community. Other words for altruistic would be selfless or unselfish. The next word is meticulous. Meticulous simply means showing great attention to detail or being very careful and precise. For example, I meticulously chose the 20 words that I would teach you in this video. Other words for meticulous are precise, careful, and thorough. The next word is mitigate. To mitigate something means to make it less serious or less painful. For example, the government took steps to mitigate the effects of the recession. Synonymous words for mitigate would be alleviate, reduce, or lessen. The next word is prolific. If somebody or something is prolific, it refers to something that produces a lot of good work. For example, Arc English is a prolific platform for learning English. Other words for prolific could be productive, fruitful, or creative. The next word is serene. If something is serene, it means that it's calm, peaceful, and untroubled. For example, the lake was serene with not a ripple on the water's surface. Other examples for serene could be tranquil, calm, and peaceful. The next word is tenacious. To be tenacious is to keep a firm hold on something. In other words, to be determined. For example, I can tell that you're tenacious in your effort to learn English. Other words for tenacious could be persistent, determined, and stubborn. The next word is astute. If you're astute, it means you have the ability to accurately assess situations or people and turn this to your own advantage. For example, the astute investor made a fortune by buying stocks at the right time. Other words for astute could be shrewd, perceptive, and clever. The next word is cordial. To be cordial means to be warm and friendly. For example, sometimes I can be cordial to people I like. Other words for cordial would simply be warm and friendly. The next word is frugal. If you're frugal, it means you're careful with how you spend money. This could also refer to resources other than money. For example, the frugal shopper always looked for the best deals. Other words for frugal could be thrifty, economical, or sparing. The next word is obsolete. If something is obsolete, it means that it is no longer produced or used. In other words, it's outdated. For example, the old computer system was rendered obsolete by newer technology. Other words for obsolete could be outdated or antiquated. The next word is vindicate. To vindicate someone is to clear them of blame or suspicion. For example, the new evidence vindicated the defendant, leading to his acquittal. Other words for vindicate could be exonerate, justify, or clear someone's name. And the final word is pragmatic. Be pragmatic is to deal with things sensibly and realistically. For example, you should take a pragmatic approach to learning English. Synonymous words with pragmatic would be practical, realistic, and sensible.
So, tell me, how many of those 20 words were you already familiar with? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.